and welcome to this edition of Desert Warrior. I'm your host, Major Diana Begay. Behind me, you see more than 200 contenders who will be rappelling from the helicopter as part of the air assault course. While they prepare, let's go to Samantha Rijo, who will report on the reopening of ACS.
The Fort Bliss Army Community Service recently reopened its doors after 2 years of construction and refurbishing. Members of the Bliss community were eager to reopen the doors, including ACS Chief Peggy Brown.
We are thrilled to be able to be back in our home the way it should be.
ACS plays a major part in the lives of Bliss soldiers and their families, as it provides an accolade of services during periods of crisis and military transitions. Reporting for Fort Bliss, this is Samantha Rijo.
As you can see, soldiers behind me are rappelling from the helicopter, of course, as part of their training for air assault. Speaking of training, we now go to soldiers from 51 AD who opened their doors to their education and business partners. More than 180 students from Edgar Park Elementary School interacted with some of the most current technological equipment used in the Army today.
We hear the UASs in the background. That's an unmanned aerial system. So we also have a set of robots that are called the SUGV, S-U-G-V. For the purpose of the operation is to bring together all of our friends and our families from throughout the community, just give them a glimpse into what our soldiers do.
Fourth grader Savannah Mandiola said she learned how versatile a soldier's job can be.
They use a lot of weapons and stuff that I never imagined of them using.
A big hit for the students was a small unmanned ground vehicle, or SUGV, normally used by infantry teams in combat.
That's actually operated with the remote control that's similar to the PS3 remote control. So children are familiar with the remote control and they can physically control the robot itself. So they're really ecstatic about playing around with the toy, because to them it's a toy.
Lieutenant Colonel Cook said it was interesting to see how the students became so attached to the SUGV, treating it at times like a pet of their own.
They treat it just like it's a small dog. So we actually had a young lady yesterday try to feed Reese's Pieces.
The children visiting were not the only ones impressed with what they saw. Sierra Providence Health Network President John Harris said members from his organization were overwhelmed with what they observed.
They're so impressed with the men and the women that serve our nation, the technology that they use, the complexity of that technology. It's really amazing what they're able to do with this technology.
Coming up after the break, we'll learn more about Air Assault School.
Where's my husband? Where's my husband? Stop. What's she doing? 2,
She was the passenger. I was deboned on the passenger side.
We just had some wine. I wasn't even drunk, I was just buzzed.
What? You were just buzzed? Well, sir, you didn't tell us that. In that case, she's just fine.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Really?
No, not really.
Buzz driving. Maybe we should stop acting like it's no big deal.
Welcome back. Daniela Vestal brings us more details about the air assault course.
Almost 300 soldiers from Fort Bliss gathered together to push themselves to the physical and mental limit for 2 weeks in order to earn the coveted Air Assault badge. Air Assault Cadre from the Warrior Training Battalion based in Fort Benning, Georgia, came down to guide the soldiers through the 3 exacting phases of the course.
I feel the training was excellent. We had good instructors. You know, it's a little hard, but, you know, you get through it, and everybody boosts everybody's morale. It was great training, though.
After both classroom and practical training, the soldiers are ready for their first rappel from a UH-1 helicopter.
At first, I was a little nervous, but after that, after I got to where I had to be, my hookup, I just jumped out. All the nerves were gone. It felt good. Everything felt great.
Reporting for Fort Bliss, this is Daniela Vestal.
And that does it for this edition of Desert Warrior. Until next time, stay safe. I'm Major Diana Begay. Thanks for watching.